Hi, kindergarten. Last week we talked about how to measure something straight with a ruler. So we looked at how to measure something like a pen because it's just straight across like a line, right? Or how to measure something tall with a ruler because it's just straight up and down. But how would you measure something like a box that has width and length? How would you measure that? Beatrice, would you help me measure this? When you measure around the outside of something, it's called the perimeter. I'm going to write that word for you so you can see what it looks like. And Beatrice is going to help me today. This word says, you're going to hold it up. Perimeter means the outside edge of an object, either a rectangle or a square or sometimes a triangle or a trapezoid. We're going to measure, we're going to measure the perimeter of this box of markers because we want to know how many inches it is all the way around the outside. Okay, so the first thing we will need to do, can you think of how we would do that, Bea?
We would put it down on the thing.
Down on there. Where would we put the ruler?
We will put it here.
Here. And we need to start with the edge of the ruler at the edge of the box, right? So we have the right number of inches. Okay, so let's put this right up to the edge of it.
I think it's longer.
Right, so we don't have the wrong measurement. It's the exact length. Okay, B, what does this say? There's the edge of the box. There's the edge of the ruler. What marking do you think that's next to?
6 inches.
6 inches. It's pretty close to 6 inches. We're going to round it. Okay, so that edge is 6 inches. B, would you write down 6 inches on this, or just 6 on this board? We know we're using inches. 6. Okay, so that was the bottom edge. Now we're going to measure the side. Where do we need to start the ruler? I'll trade you.
Probably right there.
Right here on this side of the board, the box, right? Here's the bottom, and then the ruler will go up the edge. We're not going to measure this part. We're just going to measure the box. That's like the tab. How many inches is this box on this side?
It's about 5 inches.
About 5 inches. Okay, so this side is 5 inches. So will you add 5 to that 6?
65.
Well, plus, because it's 6 inches this way and 5 inches this way. So it's not 65. It's not 5 tens or 6 tenths. Very good. Okay, so it's 5 inches this way. Now we need to measure across the top. All right, so where will you put the ruler if you're going to measure across the top?
You will put it
Yep.
right.
Start with 1. Yep. Start with 1 at the edge. And how many inches is that across the top?
It's about 6 inches too.
6 inches across the top. All right, so add 6 to this. I should hold this up and show it to everybody so they can see what you're doing. So B's been writing down the numbers of the sides of each side of the box. So the bottom was 6, and the side was 5, and the top was 6. I wonder if you could guess how many inches the other side will be. How many do you guess it will be?
I guess it'll be 5.
You think it'll be 5?
Because the top was 6 and the bottom was 6, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be 5.
We'll see. You're right. You can guess, but it's always good to measure to check. A good scientist checks by measuring. Okay. How do you line the ruler up for this side?
We'll do it like
Put the 1 at the edge. Okay, the 1 is at the edge.
It is about 5 inches.
About 5 inches. Your prediction was correct. And that's a good guess because it's a rectangle, right? One of the sides is not hugely longer than the other side. So that's why you could guess, this one's 5, this one's probably 5 too. All right, so now we have measurements for all the sides of the box. But how does that help you get the perimeter? Well, B already drew the sign that's going to help you. It's a plus sign. You have to add all those pieces together. So to take the perimeter of something, we need to add the sides together. They're over here. All right, so how do you think, this is a lot of numbers, right? We've never done an addition problem with 4 numbers. What do you think is a good way to figure out how many inches this box of markers is all the way around? We have 6 plus 5 plus 6 plus 5. What do you think, Beatrice?
I think, can I count my fingers?
You would count your fingers to do it? Now, that's a way to start, except, well, we could try it that way. I think what I would do, I see that there are 2 5s, and we know that 5 plus 5 is
10.
10, exactly. And if you find the 10s when you're doing a big addition problem, that will help you a lot. So let's see. 5 plus 5 equals 10. And then what numbers are left?
Oh,
6 and 6. What is 6? Well, let's try it this way. We've got 10. If we add 6 to 10, that equals what? I'm going to put it down here. There's my eraser. If we add 6 to 10, that gives us a teen number. What teen number is that? B, if you have 10 and you add 6 more, what teen number do you get?
16.
16. Okay, so now we've got 16. And then we've used, let's see, let's mark off the numbers we've used so far. We've used a 6, we've used a 5, and we've used another 5. The only number we have left is that last 6. So let's see. B, did you want to count up? We could count on from 16.
I did.
You did? Okay, so if you have 16 and you add 6 more, how many did you get?
I got 21.
21. Let's find out. Okay, here's 16. Let's add 6 more. We'll go 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 16 plus 6, that's okay. B, this is really hard because this is higher than you're used to adding. And that's okay. Kindergarten, when you're learning perimeter, it's just to understand the idea that you're adding the sides together. Usually the numbers you get will be a lot higher than you're used to adding in kindergarten. And that's why you're going to do this again in 1st grade. And you'll do it again in 2nd grade. I just wanted to show you what perimeter looks like. Okay? So don't feel bad if you couldn't figure this math problem out, the addition part, because it's really tricky. You're going to get there. Don't worry. All right, so 16 plus 6 is 22. So the perimeter of our marker box is 22 inches. Because we added the number of inches of all the sides together to get 22. And tomorrow you're going to practice some more of this. All right, kindergarten, have fun. I would like you to find something small, like maybe a notepad or maybe a napkin, something that wouldn't be too many inches. And you can practice measuring the sides all the way around and add up the number of inches on the sides and see if you can find the perimeter of something small. Okay? Oh, Beatrice wanted to show you. We have an eraser for the whiteboard. That's something she suggested that we could make the perimeter for. All right? Have fun practicing, kindergarten. Thank you very much, Beatrice. I will see you later. Bye.
Bye.